I'm Greg, and you're listening to Totally Preventable.
Totally preventable.
Totally preventable.
Totally preventable. Totally preventable.
Totally preventable.
Totally preventable.
Hey, Polly, how you doing? I'm excited. We got some young energy in the building today. So I'm very, very happy to be interviewing Nick and Luca, the creators from the peer production project that we have.
Oh, from the middle school?
Yes, this time it's from the middle school. Last time we had the high schoolers, and this time the middle schoolers are giving a crack at it. So should be good.
I'm excited. I'm excited to hear about it. You have been very tight-lipped about the script, so I don't know anything about it except that it's got some sort of prevention-esque message.
Both movies. Yep, we'll be debuting 2 movies April 28th at Tiverton High School. So we're going to couple that with a few other things. We have some nice surprises ready for you, but I'm eager and ready for this interview because it's going to be a good time.
Nice. Whenever we can bring young people to the conversation, it's always good.
I hear you.
Yep.
So without further ado, today joining us on the Totally Preventable podcast, we have directors Luca Palumbo, writer and director of the movie Decided, and we have Nick Duda, the creator and director for the stop animation The Not So Crooked Crook. How are you guys doing today?
Really good. You?
Doing pretty good. Thanks for asking. Doing pretty good.
How about you, Nick? How are you doing?
Okay. I mean, it's been a pretty tiring day.
Yeah, Writecast was pretty difficult. We had to write 2 whole essays that were 5,000 characters each.
Whoa.
That's a lot.
Whoa.
Yeah.
For us old folks, explain what a character is.
It's a letter, period, space, comma, anything that's like a key on your keyboard.
Jeez.
That's a lot.
5,000.
When I took Rycast, I had to like fill in little bubbles and write with a pencil.
that laugh means it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
So let's get this started. Can each one of you tell us a little bit about yourselves?
Yeah, Nick, you go first.
Obviously we both live in Rhode Island, Tiverton, and so I enjoy like making comics and reading comics and cartoons like Looney Tunes and The Simpsons.
Good choice.
So I grew up in Fall River. I moved here in 2017, and I really like making stuff like films and editing. I have a YouTube channel. It took me so long to convince my parents to get it, but now I have one. And so I really enjoy that because it's just fun to like make videos and edit them. It's just like one of my passions. I really enjoy it.
That is awesome.
We have a YouTube video too.
Yeah, a YouTube channel.
See?
Again, she knows how old she is. So, wow. So, you want to show us what your YouTube channel is?
Sure. Let's pull it up here on this computer. Nick's not gonna appreciate this.
Oh, now it's gonna be my recommended.
Yep. Yeah, so it's called Unprepared for Life. I can show it here.
This is awesome. We're getting like a sneak peek.
Right? I feel like maybe 5 years will be like, we knew those 2 then.
And it is right.
Wow.
Unprepared for Life.
Look at that.
Awesome.
And that little skateboard up there is, I like to fingerboard. It's like a mini skateboard for your fingers.
Right.
Yeah. I've seen those.
Definitely. My daughter's a big fan of finger skating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't get hurt doing tricks?
Not at all. Although I'll still find a way to get hurt.
Yeah. So how old are you?
We're both 11. Yeah.
So
I'm turning 12 in April, and he's turning 12 in August.
In August.
Okay.
So are you in 5th grade?
6th.
6th. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. So what made you guys decide to get into this program of making these?
Well, we had a really nice opportunity from Gloria, and she suggested it to us, and like it really clicked with us. It was really fitting, and it was a no-brainer. Like obviously we said yes.
Go ahead.
So for mine, when she said that I was gonna be able to make like a stop motion of like anything I wanted, I already like had made a stop motion before, so I just immediately just said yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Can either of you explain to us who Gloria is?
So Gloria works over at the high school. She's part of the core program, and she helps with things like plays and things like that. And she just does a lot of this type of like program things. And she wanted us to do something like with prevention, like social and emotional, all that kind of thing. So yeah.
Awesome.
This is incredible for our listeners and viewers. Now, to put this in perspective, these are two sixth-grade young men
Yep.
who decided to take on a prevention topic. I don't want to give away the movie, but it's a real heavy topic. You would think this coming out of a high school.
Mhm.
You would think this coming from adulthood, but to see it from the eyes of elementary and middle schoolers, it really hits home because you really don't think that these types of situations are happening. So Luca, when you started to write this, were you writing from what were you writing from? Were you writing from the heart? Were you writing from experience? Were you writing from just what you've seen or heard?
I was kind of writing from it hasn't really happened too much yet, but from the smaller amount of what I've seen, I kind of just took that to more of an extreme and kind of inferred what it would become, maybe more extreme. So that's kind of how I wrote it. I wrote it a little bit from experience and then a little bit of just kind of coming it up from my brain because it hasn't really happened too much in middle school yet.
Okay. All right. That's
So
good.
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Greg hasn't told me anything. I work with him every day and I know almost nothing about your film, but I assume there are actors in it.
Yeah.
Yes. Was it hard finding actors to be in a film about such serious topics, prevention and stuff?
Not really. So I just used a lot of my friends who I know are good actors. And I knew I have a vision for everything I make, so I can basically say whoever, oh yeah, I know this kid, he'll be really good for this part. So I just match whatever someone fit with someone else, and they were pretty willing to do it. It was pretty easy to get actors.
Nice.
That's good. That's good. Most times, people would say, sure, I'll do that. And then you tell them what the movie's about. And they're like, I don't want to be in that.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So it's good that you have a good core group of friends that would do that. And for Nick, now I'm kind of new to I didn't even call it the right thing. I call it stop animation and stop motion. So I was way off. But can you tell me what kind of work goes into a stop motion film?
So it's basically you just kind of take a lot of pictures. Have you ever heard of claymation?
No, I have not.
I have. Yeah.
It's basically just putting a bunch of images. So you take an image and then you slightly move something in the image and then take another one and then you put it on this program that can run through every image so it looks like these things are moving.
Wow.
And so for mine, I used minifigs and Lego scenes and things because my brother is he's in high school and he's very into Legos. He has a huge Lego city and stuff.
Complete basement full of it. You would think the basement is straight out of the Lego movie.
Wow. Wow. That is great.
Nice.
That is awesome. So every little movement is a different picture?
Yes.
Yeah.
So how long did it take to make this movie?
About a month, right?
Yeah, it was probably a month.
A couple weekends of me coming over to Nick's house and then we were just filming it. He mostly worked on the animation. I got stuff for him and I made some behind the scenes.
Yeah.
So we're gonna when we premiere it, we're gonna have the behind the scenes and the actual thing.
Whoa.
Are there bloopers involved in this?
Well, we had to do some voicing, and at the end, Nick said something that he's really not proud of, but I kept it in just to annoy him. It was something like the lesson was learned and everything was resolved, and then Nick said amen, and he was like, oh no, don't keep that, but we still did anyway.
Wow. Sometimes it's good to have a friend as an editor, and then sometimes not, as we say. Wow.
What were some of the biggest challenges each of you had?
For me, it was like finding a really good location for it. And the audio and video was difficult too, because we had like pretty limited equipment. So for the location kind of thing, I didn't really know if I could film it at the middle school or somewhere else, some other school. But luckily a spot opened up. There was a dance, and just a couple weeks from when I wrote the script. So I was like, that's perfect. We can just film there, and it already looks like a dance. So it worked. But the problem was I eventually realized there was a lot of background noise. So I had to do some editing to kind of fix that.
When we worked with the high school kids, we had audio issues too. So, you know, it happens. Yeah. How about you, Nick? What were your biggest challenges?
So mostly it was just trying not to get like the walls and stuff in the background when I was filming it, because we didn't really have much of like many backdrops and things. So I had to like do it from specific angles.
Yep.
And then also sometimes the lighting was hard. Like there was one scene that was supposed to be at like nighttime, but you still had to be able to see the character. So we just had to like adjust.
Didn't we have to like took a light, pointed it like at the ground so there would be light, but it wasn't like direct light. So it looked like, it almost looked like it was nighttime, but there was a car with headlights like 50 feet away. That's kind of what it looked like.
Okay. All right. If there was one thing that you wanted people to take away from each of your movies, what would it be?
I would say, like, be careful what you do. Like, not everything is safe. Even if you're getting peer pressured into doing it, things can happen, and you'd rather be, oh, he's a loser, he didn't take this random pill, than hurt, injured, or worse.
So for me, I would think like you don't have to stay with who you are if it's not like a good like personality kind of. Like you can always change who you are if you just like realize it before it's too late.
I love these takeaways.
Yeah.
If we can get our editor to clip them, these would be excellent sound clips.
Yes. Yes. Agreed. So we heard about your most difficult parts about filming. What were your favorite parts about filming?
Probably just having my friends over and just having fun. Like, it was fun to film. Yeah. We had a lot of like crazy things, and while the filming was sometimes stressful, the downtime was really fun, and it was just super fun to get to hang out with all my friends and just make this really cool thing. And it's cool to see like actor them versus real them.
Yeah.
For mine, because I never filmed when Luca wasn't there, so we could do behind the scenes. And so when it was funny because sometimes we would like go in front of the camera and just like make weird faces.
For the behind the scenes, we would just record a time lapse, and we were just like going crazy in front of the camera. It was pretty funny,
and it was fun to watch how like, because you have to move it a little bit, so I kept going like.
Yeah, it was funny because just since it's time lapse, it looks like we're zooming around the room. It was really fun. The behind the scenes were super cool.
That is.
We always like to have young people involved in most of the things we do. There's a saying, I'm gonna ask Greg to say it because I always get it wrong.
Not for us, without us.
Right, there we go. I always get it wrong. So not for us, without us. And it basically means that we shouldn't be putting programs together and figuring out what we're going to say to young people without young people involved in helping us figure out those topics. So we have a really hard time getting young people involved with us. Yeah, do you have any advice for us? How should we go about it?
I think it should be like just like really portrayed as something really fun and something awesome to do. And instead of like, don't do drugs, kids, because that is just like, it doesn't work. I think anything with snacks is bound to get a kid.
That's what we say.
So if you just like, come here, we have to talk about this. This is like really serious matter. Oh yeah, we brought like Doritos. Yeah, have this. You'll get them.
Right. Right.
And then like, it's cool because then you could do like different activities or something instead of just flat out like showing some 1986 video in the room, and the video is like, please don't do drugs. It's bad for you and you might get hurt. It's just, it's a lot more effective.
Yeah.
Right.
Would you say the same thing, Nick?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think in 1986, they started this campaign. This is your brain on drugs. And it was an egg in a frying pan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that didn't go too well with kids. That was like dumb.
No, well, I guess my little thing there was pretty accurate.
Oh
You're
yeah.
right,
Oh,
you're right.
little hint.
So, what's next for you? What's next for you two?
So we're hopefully making, because I wrote 2 scripts, so we're hopefully making another one this coming fall. So we're gonna film another one, and maybe we're gonna have like better equipment this time. That's what Gloria said. We're gonna have like well-funded, better equipment. It's gonna be really cool. It's gonna be like a sequel to the next one.
Right. All right.
Ooh.
And Nick?
I don't know yet. I don't have any plans for like this kind of thing. So I guess I'll just see what comes my way.
Keep your options open.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we
we're
know to
hoping for something.
we know just to have some snacks.
Just Doritos.
Yeah. Hey guys, if you are actors in this, you'll get snacks whenever you ask.
So I must say that we will be debuting both films at Tiverton High School on April 28th from 6 to 8 p.m.
Nice.
So we are excited to be viewing this. I have only read the script. I haven't seen the movies.
Okay.
Very, very eager and highly anticipating the great turnout for this movie, for both movies. So I want to, for sure, thank both of you for taking this time, especially for doing this work that you're doing. It's greatly appreciated. You're doing some outstanding work. 2 young men doing great things.
Will you both be at the premiere giving out autographs?
I guess so.
All right. I can't wait to meet you in person. Thank you so much. This has been awesome. We can't wait to see you guys at the premiere.
Yeah. Thanks for having us.
Our
This
pleasure.
was really cool. This was really awesome.
All right. Well, you two take care and get some rest after all that testing.
Yeah. And we have another day coming up tomorrow.
All right.
right.
Well, best of
Then
Bye.
it's over. Then we can relax.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I'm Polly, and you've just listened to Totally Preventable.
Totally preventable. Totally preventable. Totally preventable.
Totally Preventable.